going.
I need that drone on 34th floor.
Shit.
Koliko dugo? 10 sekundi. Evo me! Ajde, probaj! Kako ti kjuta?
I'll cover you. I don't suppose I can bribe you.
You're putting up a better fight.
You. Time.
We'll find him.
Got to be killed.
They were gonna kill you.
Answer me!
How patriotic of you.
Maxfield, we got company.
You just killed your...
Go ahead.
Graves, stop! Adrian Graves! Only way you leave it...
Open the door.
Down. She's a threat to national security.
Gus, where is he?
And we've got to sleep. Where these people are!
I should have been there!
Her. And now she's back on the run with the file.
With Brezhnev regarding international intelligence.
Ask.
Wait, hey!
Fucking bomb to my neck. I want her dead.
Security facility. I want everyone.
Chaos will be inevitable cost of non-compliance, however.
Please direct your attention to the country. This is non-negotiable.
Što im više vremena damo,
Pull up the Singapore satellite feed.
Slowly. Cold War.
Digital.
You're a bleeding heart nationalist again.
the reign of the global superpower.
If you release those files... Fuck you!
You have a lot to talk about.
This is not our program.
¿Qué hacemos?
Everyone's ransom.
Od Meksika, Kina isto.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
Tell me the truth or I swear to God I'll shoot you myself.
Который случилось? Я не хочу.
4 milijardi od Maroka.
I mean, it could take days before we find out where his source.
Doing the same. Everyone is pointing
Our location.
His cell
station is compromised. I want a full tech ourselves.
Hey guys, today we're diving headfirst into the action-packed world of Canary Black, a film that proves you can take the agent out of the spy game, but you can't take the spy game out of the agent, especially when her husband's life is on the line. Imagine living a normal, quiet life after years of high-stakes espionage, only for it all to come crashing down faster than a house of cards in a hurricane. That's our protagonist, Ava. She's living that suburban dream, probably debating whether almond milk or oat milk is superior for her morning latte. Before you head off, if you're enjoying the kind of content I make, please consider liking and subscribing. No pressure, but it truly helps me keep the action coming. But as quickly as she poured that latte, her world gets flipped upside down. A sudden jarring knock, then silence, and then a blood-curdling scream that echoes through the quiet suburban streets. Her husband David is gone, vanished into thin air, leaving Ava in a state of frantic disbelief. The silence that follows is deafening, punctuated only by her rapid, ragged breathing. Then, the inevitable happens. A chilling, anonymous video call. The distorted voice on the other end delivers the news with all the warmth of a polar vortex. Her husband is a hostage. The visual cue, David, bound and gagged, his eyes wide with fear. The demand, retrieve a highly classified document called the Canary Black file. Or David becomes a permanent fixture in someone's basement. Talk about a rude awakening. Our retired super spy is suddenly back in the game, whether she likes it or not, and the stakes couldn't be higher. So Ava doesn't just get a simple fetch quest memo. Oh no, she gets a handler, a shadowy figure who materializes out of the gloom of an underground parking garage, like a bad metaphor for her past. The air crackles with unspoken history and palpable mistrust. The handler, all sharp angles and colder-than-ice demeanor, lays down the ground rules. No asking questions, no contacting old agencies, no heroics. Just follow instructions. The metallic clang of a closing car door punctuates their terse exchange, making it feel even more clandestine. Ava's told to retrieve a device, a digital MacGuffin, from a highly secured location. The clock is ticking, and the ominous silence after the handler's departure tells her failure isn't an option. It's like a spy thriller decided to cosplay as a high-stakes scavenger hunt, but with actual lives on the line. Fun. First up, a gleaming, state-of-the-art museum, looking more like an alien spaceship than a cultural institution. The target, a discreetly hidden drive containing critical data. Ava, despite her retirement, hasn't lost her touch. The whoosh of her grappling hook cutting through the night air. The soft thud of her boots landing silently on a rooftop. It's all muscle memory. She navigates intricate laser grids with a dancer's grace, narrowly avoiding the buzzing hum of detection. A quick, decisive crack of a security guard's neck, don't worry, just a tranquilizer dart, and she's in. The metallic click of a hidden panel opening reveals her prize. It's a textbook infiltration, showcasing her skills with surgical precision, even if she's operating under duress. Clearly, her retirement involved a lot of clandestine yoga and parkour. Who knew? Just when she thinks she's home free, a familiar face emerges from the shadows. Shane, a former colleague. The air instantly thickens with a mixture of recognition and betrayal. This isn't a friendly reunion over lukewarm coffee. This is a fight to the death. The sickening thud of fists connecting with flesh, the grunts of exertion, the quick snap of a limb as they grapple. It's a brutal, close-quarters ballet of violence. Ava realizes she's not just a pawn. She's a target. Shane, surprisingly agile and ruthless, explains that she's been marked for elimination. The metallic clink of a dropped weapon rings out as Ava disarms him, using his surprise to her advantage. She leaves him unconscious, but alive, a lingering question mark in her desperate mission. Old habits, apparently, die harder than a cockroach after a nuclear apocalypse. Back in her makeshift hideout, probably a dusty, abandoned warehouse that smells faintly of forgotten dreams and mildew, Ava gets to work. The worry hum of her laptop is the only sound as she decrypts the device. Layers of firewalls and encryption peel away like an onion, each revealing a new layer of complexity. She uncovers not just a file, but a fragmented map, a puzzle pointing to something far more sinister than just classified data. This isn't just about a file, it's about a person, a highly placed informant within a powerful shadow organization. The Canary Black isn't a document. It's a person, a living piece of intel. The realization hits her like a physical blow. Her husband isn't just leverage, he's part of a much larger global chess game. The gentle tap of her fingers on the keyboard slows as the gravity of the situation sinks in. The fragmented map leads her to Budapest, a city of ancient beauty, and apparently a thriving black market for spies. The instructions are clear. Find the Canary Black before her husband's time runs out. The whiplash-inducing turns of her stolen car through cobblestone streets, the squealing tires protesting against her reckless driving, the muffled pop of suppressed gunfire from her pursuers. It's a symphony of chaos. She's being hunted, not just by her husband's kidnappers, but by elements within her old agency who want to keep the Canary Black a secret. The cold, metallic click of her own handgun being loaded as she drives speaks volumes about her desperation. It's less a scenic tour and more a death race through a picturesque city. Tourist brochures definitely leave this part out. Her contact, an old agency informant named Elias, is supposed to meet her in a bustling outdoor market. The air is thick with the aroma of exotic spices and the cacophony of vendors hawking their wares. But as Ava approaches, she feels the familiar prickle of danger. The sudden sharp crack of a sniper rifle echoes through the market, instantly turning the vibrant scene into a panicked stampede. Elias goes down, a pool of crimson blooming on his chest. Ava scrambles for cover, the deafening roar of automatic weapons fire drowning out all other sounds. The chaotic, metallic clatter of dropped goods and shattered pottery fills the air as she returns fire, trying to protect innocent bystanders while dodging a hail of bullets. It's a desperate, brutal dance of survival, making her wish she'd just stayed home and argued about milk alternatives. Just as things seem utterly hopeless, a new player enters the game. Keon, a mysterious figure with a knowing glint in his eye, pulls Ava into a shadowed alleyway. The distinct scent of damp concrete and refuse hangs heavy in the air. He's an ex-CIA, just like her, and he claims to know about the Canary Black and the true scope of the conspiracy. His voice is a low, conspiratorial murmur, barely audible above the distant sirens. He offers assistance, but trust is a luxury Ava can't afford. Every word is weighed, every glance scrutinized. The metallic rasp of her knife being unsheathed, just slightly, speaks volumes about her skepticism. Yet, with her options dwindling faster than a free sample at a Costco, Keon might be her only hope. Or, another elaborate trap. Who can tell these days? No sooner do Ava and Keon form their uneasy alliance than their temporary safe house is compromised. The sudden, explosive crash of a window shattering sends shards of glass tinkling across the floor. Operatives, slick and professional, swarm the building. The staccato rhythm of automatic gunfire rips through the thin walls, punctuated by the dull thud of bodies hitting the ground. Ava and Keon fight back with a brutal efficiency born of years of training. The metallic clang of a pipe hitting a skull. The desperate grunts of men in close quarters combat. The sharp crack of a pistol shot, it's pure unadulterated chaos. They communicate non-verbally, a deadly ballet of dodges, parries, and precise strikes. The air fills with the acrid scent of gunpowder and the raw tang of blood. They manage to escape, but just barely, leaving a trail of destruction and a lot of unanswered questions in their wake. Housewarming party. Anyone. Their escape is short-lived. Ava is captured, dragged to a grimy, forgotten bunker that smells of stale fear and damp concrete. The metallic clank of chains binding her wrists to a chair is a harsh reminder of her predicament. The interrogator, a chillingly calm figure, wants answers. He wants the Canary Black, and he wants it now. The dull thud of a fist connecting with her stomach. The sharp sting of a slap across her face. It's a desperate dance to break her. As she endures the physical pain, her mind drifts back to a mission that went terribly wrong. A mission where innocents died, and she was betrayed by her own agency. The ghostly echo of explosions, the screams of civilians, the chilling silence after the carnage. It all plays out in her mind. This is why she left. This is why she distrusts everyone. This is also why she's so incredibly stubborn. Give a girl a reason, right? Just when Ava's resolve starts to fray, Keon makes a dramatic entrance. The soft squish of a guard's body slumping to the floor. The almost imperceptible hiss of a silenced weapon. Keon is a ghost in the shadows. He moves with a predatory grace, his actions precise and deadly. The metallic scrape of Ava's restraints being cut signals her freedom. Together, they escape the facility, leaving a trail of unconscious and possibly slightly confused guards. Keon reveals a new lead, a forgotten dead drop box in an old cemetery. Hinting at the true identity of the Canary Black, the wind whistles through the crumbling gravestones. As they make their way there, a silent promise of secrets waiting to be unearthed. It's almost romantic. If you ignore the dead bodies and existential dread, under the mournful gaze of ancient weather-beaten gravestones, Ava and Keon follow the cryptic clues. The rustle of dry leaves underfoot, the mournful hoot of an owl. The cold, metallic feel of the shovel in Ava's hand as she digs, every sensation heightens the suspense. They find a hidden compartment beneath a forgotten tombstone. Inside, a small, rusted metallic box. The squeak of its hinges as Ava opens it reveals not a file, but a name. The Canary Black is a person, a high-ranking intelligence operative, codenamed Sparrow, who has been leaking information about a global conspiracy to a rogue faction within the agency. The revelation hits with the force of a physical blow. Her husband's life is tied to someone who could bring down an entire corrupt system. The stakes just went from high to O-crap-we-need-a-bigger-boat-high with the identity of Sparrow revealed. Ava and Keon track her to a sleek, modern high-rise apartment, all glass and polished chrome. The soft thud of their tactical boots on the expensive carpet. The barely audible click of their weapons being readied. It's an orchestra of tension. Sparrow, a sophisticated and surprisingly calm woman, is not easily intimidated. The cold, metallic glint of Ava's pistol pressed against Sparrow's temple makes it clear this isn't a social call. Sparrow, initially defiant, eventually spills the beans under Ava's intense pressure. She reveals the full extent of the conspiracy, a cabal of corrupt officials planning a global destabilization event. The gentle hiss of the apartment's climate control unit adds to the sterile, chilling atmosphere. It's a classic villain monologue, but with more expensive wallpaper. Armed with Sparrow's confession and the full scope of the conspiracy, Ava makes a desperate gamble. She sends a coded message to her husband's kidnappers. The chilling static of her encrypted comms device crackling as she relays the terms. Her offer, Sparrow, the Canary Black herself, in exchange for David. The kidnappers, led by a ruthless mastermind known only as the Architect, agree to the trade. A rendezvous point is set, a desolate, abandoned factory on the outskirts of the city. The metallic taste of fear, mixed with a surge of desperate hope, fills Ava's mouth. This is it. All the running, the fighting, the betrayals, it all culminates in this one moment. She's walking into a lion's den, but for David, she'd probably walk into a volcano wearing a marshmallow suit. The abandoned factory is a labyrinth of rust and shadows, the air heavy with the scent of decay and foreboding. The creak of the massive metal doors opening sounds like the gates of hell. Ava, Keon, and Sparrow enter, weapons drawn, senses on high alert. David is there, bruised but alive, held at gunpoint. But as the exchange begins, it's clear it's a trap. The sudden, deafening roar of an explosion rocks the building, sending dust and debris raining down. The staccato bark of automatic weapons fire erupts from every direction. The metallic clang of bullets ricocheting off girders, the frantic shouts of operatives, the sharp crack of breaking glass. It's an overwhelming assault. Ava's heart pounds a frantic rhythm against her ribs. It's a full-scale ambush, and they are hopelessly outnumbered. Surprise, surprise, who saw that coming? This is where Ava truly shines. With David's life on the line, she becomes a whirlwind of controlled violence. The sickening thud of her fist connecting with the jaw, the swift snap of her wrist, the guttural grunt of a man going down, she moves with a lethal grace. Her movements are fluid, each strike precise, each defense instinctive. She disarms, incapacitates, and eliminates her targets with a chilling efficiency that reminds everyone why she was once the CIA's top operative. The metallic clang of weapons dropped, the desperate gasps for air. The whoosh of a kick connecting, it's a symphony of a woman pushed to her absolute limit. She's not just fighting for David, she's fighting against the ghosts of her past, against the system that betrayed her. This isn't just a fight, it's a reckoning. And frankly, those guys brought knives to a metaphorical bazooka fight, just as Ava is about to be overwhelmed. Keon makes the ultimate sacrifice. With a grim nod and a final defiant roar, he triggers a series of strategically placed explosives. The deafening, earth-shattering crump of the blast echoes through the factory, shaking the very foundations. The air fills with the choking dust of collapsing concrete and twisting metal. The metallic screech of tearing girders, the rapid fire of debris hitting the ground. It creates a desperate, fiery escape route. Keon is caught in the maelstrom, his sacrifice buying Ava and David precious seconds. The profound silence after the explosion, save for the crackling flames, is a testament to his courage. He may have been a rogue, but he died a hero, leaving Ava with a heavy heart and a renewed sense of purpose, and probably a lot of dust in her hair. Through the choking dust and the acrid smell of burning metal, Ava pushes forward, a singular focus driving her. She finds him, the Architect, and of course, he's not some snarling brute, but a deceptively unassuming, impeccably dressed older gentleman, probably sipping Earl Grey and plotting global domination between golf games. His voice is calm, almost paternal, as he explains his motivations. A twisted vision of order born from chaos. The subtle rustle of his expensive suit, the smug smile playing on his lips. the chillingly calm demeanor. It's all infuriating. The metallic click of Ava's pistol as she chambers around is the only answer he needs. This isn't just about saving David anymore. It's about stopping a madman and giving him a very stern talking to, obviously. The architect, surprisingly, isn't just a talker. He's a fighter, and a damn good one. He moves with a deceptive speed, throwing punches and kicks with a surprising force. The sickening thud of their bodies connecting, the sharp crack of bone. The desperate gasps for air. It's a brutal, visceral fight. Ava, fueled by rage and desperation, pushes through the pain. She uses her environment, the metallic screech of tearing metal, as she throws him against a corroded pillar. The dull clang of a pipe hitting the ground as she disarms him. He reveals more of his grand, sinister plan, taunting her with David's continued peril. The fight culminates in a desperate struggle, each trying to gain the upper hand. It's a battle of ideologies, as much as it is a physical confrontation, making it far more impactful than just a brawl. Who knew evil masterminds did cardio? During Ava's brutal fight with the architect, David, witnessing the chaos, finds a moment of opportunity. With a desperate grunt, he breaks free of his captors, scrambling through the rubble and smoke towards safety. Meanwhile, Ava delivers a final, devastating blow to the architect. The metallic crunch of weakened scaffolding as he stumbles, the desperate scream echoing as he plummets from a great height, finally silencing his twisted ambitions. The deafening silence that follows is almost eerie, broken only by Ava's ragged breathing and David's gasps as he makes his way back to her. She reaches him, pulling him into a tight embrace, the raw relief almost overwhelming. The mission is over, David is safe, and the architect's grand design has been spectacularly undone. Literally and figuratively, the factory becomes a beehive of activity. The frantic blare of sirens, the flashing red and blue lights painting the scene in an almost surreal glow. The barked orders of emergency personnel, it's all a testament to the night's chaos. Ava and David, battered but safe, are reunited. The soft touch of her hand on his cheek. The lingering embrace. It's a quiet moment of profound connection amidst the overwhelming noise. The arrival of other agents, representing the good factions of the CIA, begins the cleanup. They want answers, but Ava isn't in a talking mood. The metallic click of a camera shutter as forensics document the scene feels intrusive. She's done talking, done fighting. For now, this probably won't be in any official reports, though. A few days later, after the medical checkups and the debriefings that feel more like interrogations, Ava faces a choice. A senior agency figure, all slick suits and veiled threats, tries to coax her back into the fold. The soft rustle of his expensive clothing as he leans in, the low, persuasive drone of his voice, it's an offer of redemption and a return to the life she knew. But Ava, looking at David, sees a different future. The gentle squeeze of David's hand in hers, the shared understanding in their eyes, it's a silent conversation. She turns her back on the agent, leaving the world of shadows and secrets behind, choosing a life with light. The metallic click of the office door closing behind her feels definitive, a chapter truly ending. Or, at least until the sequel. They always make a sequel life. Slowly, tentatively, returns to a semblance of normal. Ava and David are seen walking hand in hand in a park, the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. The distant laughter of children, it's a picture of hard-won peace. The tactile warmth of David's hand in hers is a comforting anchor. But as they walk, a quick, almost imperceptible cut reveals a shadowy figure observing them from a distance. The metallic glint of sunlight off a pair of binoculars, the soft, almost inaudible click of a camera lens, it's a chilling reminder that the world of spies is never truly left behind. The whispers of the wind seem to carry a faint echo of danger. Even in the brightest of moments, a lingering shadow, a faint possibility of future threats, always remains. Because, let's be honest, Happy endings in spy thrillers are rarely absolute. And so, Canary Black leaves us with a potent cocktail of adrenaline and reflection. Ava's journey isn't just about explosions and espionage, it's a testament to the unbreakable spirit forged in the fires of adversity. It reminds us that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the unwavering determination to act despite it, especially when the stakes are everything. The film explores the intricate dance between duty and personal happiness, questioning the true cost of a life dedicated to secrets. It's a powerful narrative about reclaiming one's life, even when the shadows of the past still linger, reminding us that even the most formidable agents need a quiet place to call home.